Hi, my name is Raina. I'm going to be going over how to use the PRAAT system here to explain phonetics, measurements of a pitch, and intensity. So here starting, we have a song that I have chosen. You can pick any song. Once you plop that in here through the open, read file, you get this here. You just click view and edit. It's going to pull up this big screen here. So, with this, you can pick one spot and you just hold and slide over to subject a certain area within it, and you'll click cell. And it pulls us in closer here. You have to be within 10-second window for it to show my analysis down here, so we're going to zoom in yet again. This analysis pulls up my everything, so here we are able to see the average pitch and intensity. So pitch is labeled here as hertz, and the intensity is decibels. So I'll have, these are all on. You can turn these off if you would like so that you can see different intensity levels. And then given here is the pulse button. Without that, the blue bars are removed. So what these blue bars are is basically shows you when the vocal folds are actually vibrating within this song. When you see this with these darker, thick blue lines, even though we are a bit out, this typically means that the person has more jitter within their voice. They're not really holding a single note or very similar harmonic notes. They have much more variability within their voice in general. So, and then if we were to zoom in to say this area here, there's no blue lines. And we're going to click cell again. This section here, regardless of that, we can zoom that guy out. This here is just going to be noise. So even if he has a single note within this area, there is still going to be, it's just the noise and the background noise that this guy is producing. So you can hear that here. That is mostly just the background noise from this music. So if we were to just go back out, you can pop back out to where we were. So this over here, this yellow line is intensity. You can see when we get rid of it and bring it back. This here shows the intensity throughout this entire phase for this amount of time. So this here, it shows you basically the max phonation time because you can see when he has to stop and breathe or when he just stops for a moment. But this is a lot of little blips that he puts in here. It is a little more difficult to see the max phonation time when it's not just his pure speech because there is background music happening, so you can't see the actual drop of his phonation time. But I'll show you a few examples of where we can see the maximums and minimums within this. So right now you can see that the average is going to be the 76.29 decibels. Let's go ahead, get rid of that and that here. So we're going to zoom into a different area. Cell in. And then the intensity here is an average of 76.2 decibels. While our pitch here is still, it is an average here of, it is an average here of those hertz. He typically stays between those two lines. And then given these certain points within this, you can see, okay, at this particular time, this is the hertz level. Or at this particular time, you know, it changes depending on where he is, the decibel range, and what note we're particularly paying attention to here. So that's my demonstration of how to use this. You can use any songs to see this. And any section of the song, you'll end up with some different information and different levels of items. Seen here, where I do have the pulses in, but this is just a plain noise. So given this and overall, some of the averages in this do seem off, but that is because it's music and not him speaking. So on a normal conversation level, we're typically between 50 and 70 decibels. But you can see his lowest typically here is around the 75-ish. You can see, yeah, how his decibels are raised, but he typically stays around, 75 is his average, I would say. That is just louder than a typical conversation you were having if you were to sit with your friend and have coffee. just a little bit louder. He's not yelling and screaming this song. It's just a bit louder. And then his hertz frequencies here, as we can see, he also typically stays between the 75 or around 75, which is typically lower than most males. This singer actually does have a higher pitched voice, even though he is a male. But because of this music in the background, it has dulled his voice, or it has made everything that averages much lower than it would be without the music in the background. So typically his voice would probably be around 150 hertz, given that he's a male. But in this situation, it doesn't show that as properly. All right, well, thank you very much, and you guys have a great day.